Stuff Seller here. It is Thursday, June 25th, and got quite a bit of stuff to show you. Went to an estate sale today, picked up quite a few stuff. I'll lay this stuff out later. And then yesterday I did a Facebook Marketplace pickup and picked up these World War II photo albums and little scrapbook. So I'll show you those. So like, subscribe, let me know what you think on the comment section. Hit that like button right now as you're watching, and I'll be bringing some more videos to you. So Facebook Marketplace, pick these 3 items up for 60 bucks, $60. The guy initially wanted 50 each album plus another 25 for the scrapbook. One album is mostly family photos. The other album is some military photos. So I was gonna pass on the family photo album, but then he said, well, just give me 60 bucks for everything. And so I just went ahead and gave him the 60 bucks. Asked him where he got them, and he said that he salvages stuff and someone was throwing these out. I don't know if I believe him, but that's what he told me. So yeah, let's go through these. So this first photo album is USS Porter 356. Now I know there's several USS Porters, but this one is a World War II version. So this one does have military photos in them. Has some autographs from 1938. Some loose photographs here. A lot of these photographs are when the ship crosses the equator. I was in the Navy, so when you become a shellback, I guess is what they call it, and you cross the equator, there's a ceremony that goes on the ship, and it's pretty crazy. So a lot of these photos here are from that ceremony you'll see in the album. So people that this is their first time crossing have to do a bunch of stunts, while the people who have crossed already get to do some of the paddling, as you see here. So some interesting photos here from the USS Porter. Now let me go through the album itself. There are some blank pages, but here we go. So these are people on the ship that are going through this ceremony. Pretty interesting photos. So this is the one that had most of the military photos in it. Where's that from? It looks like China. It looks like they visited China. That says Mexicali beer. So there are quite a bit of photos from China, I believe, or Hong Kong. So I'll have to go through it. I'll probably list this as a lot here with all the photos. There are blank pages, but there are some pretty unique photos in there. It has the leather cover, and it has a name here, green. So that was that one. And then this is the one that had a lot of family photos. So I wasn't really interested in this one, but he went ahead and threw it in. So this one has a lot of kid photos. family photos. So I'll have to go through it and see if there's anything worth keeping. Or I might just sell it as is with the album. Now this scrapbook is kind of interesting. It's on an old cash ledger book. So when I opened it up, it has 1939 Property of Green, USS Tulsa. Has a 1940 calendar. My Oriental scrapbook. To you who are about to open these pages and glance through the contents, the following warning is issued. Pretty interesting. It has this signature there. So there are a lot of blank pages, but there are some interesting stuff in here. So like for instance, this is a 1937 4th of July United States Naval Training Station, Great Lakes. Little booklet. Let me see if I get this opened with one hand. So it has like the menu of 4th of July, what they were having that day. The commanding officer. So I thought that was pretty neat. There's some neat stuff in here. Some kind of risque cartoons. A lot of newspaper clippings. Like this guy here. Dick Coon, taxi driver, told Jackson County officers that he had taken a passenger to the George Novonte farm on the night of September 9th. Mr. and Mrs. Novonte were found shot to death in the kitchen of their home September 10th. So that's an original picture there, which is pretty cool. There's some dance tickets. Arch Whoopie Cabaret. I'm going to show you one thing I found pretty interesting. If I could get to it. Like there's some cartoons here. This one's pretty interesting. Tijuana Jail, and you got two sailors in there. Thought that was kind of an interesting picture. Some more dance tickets. Let me see if I can find. Oh yeah, this is London Cafe, Hong Kong. Some kind of certificate. Initially I thought it was a shellback certificate, but I don't think that's what this is. 1940. So all World War II. Let me see here. Hotel Vienna Bar and Grill, Cebu, PI. Some tickets here. Let me see if I can get to that page I wanted to show here. The Moulin Rouge nightclub. USS Oklahoma. Souvenir book. Midshipman's Practice Cruise, USS Oklahoma, 1936. It does have some vintage birthday cards, Christmas cards that he received. Go through these real fast. Okay, this is what I thought was pretty interesting here. This was in Amoy, China, 1939. Memorandum for the officer of the deck. At 10:40 this date, the commanding officer held mass, investigated reports, and assigned the following punishments. So there's green. Creating disturbance ashore in Kalungsa, Amoy, China, 1939. He received a warning. So that I thought was pretty interesting. And then there's some other stuff in here that he pasted. Here's a picture of him here. Madison Green, son of Mr. and Mrs. Green. Wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting. A lot of photos, paper cutouts. I think I'm gonna sell this as one large lot, just one. Initially I was thinking maybe taking some of the stuff that's glued off, but now I'm gonna sell it all together. So 60 bucks for these three things. Definitely money to be made there. This I think I'm gonna put a high price on. We'll see. We'll start off at an auction, see how it goes. Stand by, I'm gonna show you what I picked up at the estate sale today. Some more military USMC stuff. Okay, so then at the estate sale, $142 I spent and got all this stuff here. 142. A lot of interesting stuff, and we'll go through it. So first up, found this in a closet. It's NFL goalpost with the old helmets. There's Tom Brady's new helmet. We got the Washington Redskins. There's another Redskins. That's an oldie. Eagles. I believe all the helmets are in here. I did not check them out completely. There's an old Oilers hat. Chargers. Steelers. Da Bears. Got that. License plates. 1776. 1957, 1956, all from Illinois. This old keyring, Chicago Bears, Windcraft, made in the USA. Never opened. This deck of 12 cards per pack, Elvis, sealed. The Thin Man Collection DVD. Actually, this was kind of the last things I picked up. I did a quick scan and I saw that this thing is going for like 40-50 bucks. And they were selling the DVDs for $2, whether it's a set or a single. So, pick that up. Got this Chicago Bears sweater, vintage, made in USA. Olney-Napoli. The reason I got this is it's sealed. So I tried to look it up. There wasn't any of these listed. And I guess this is a city in Illinois somewhere. So that should be interesting. Picked up some albums. Jim Robinson, Sweet Emma, New Orleans. And then I picked up this USMC, The Making of a Marine. Marine stuff sells very well for me. Anything Marine. Now, I picked this up. It pulls out. It's kind of a religious item. But it's an advertisement. It's a fan, Campbell Grain and Seed, West Salem, Illinois. Don't know the year on that. There's another fan in there that I didn't even look at. But moving on. This is a photograph signed. The Black Sheep, VMA 214. The reason I got it, looks like there's a bug in there. The reason I got it is the patch in the photo. We'll see if that's an original photo or not. This little USMC ornament. Bradford edition. It's pretty heavy. It's a beautiful ornament. got some of the mugs. First in service, finest in performance. Another USMC. Thought this one was pretty cool. Marine Barracks, Japan. United States Marine Corps. And MCRD San Diego. 1976 birthday ball. That's pretty cool. This is a 13th Airborne Division book. Kind of a yearbook. It is kind of fragile. I was trying to find a year on it. I could not find a year. I'm gonna have to look a little closely. But lots of great pictures in there. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see about that one. So 13th Division Airborne. Dog tags. Let's see if I can make these out. USMC dog tags, I believe. Old bumper stickers, all Marine Corps. They sell these as a lot. Tough Team, the Marines. It's another scrapbook that I picked up from that estate sale, and they had some interesting stuff in here. 1960 football. So I'm gonna have to go through it and see what's in there. There's some photographs, some crazy stuff in there. So I'll go through it. I mean, they only wanted $5 for this thing. Couldn't pass it up. So we'll see. This is a Department of the Navy, United States Marine Corps. It has some kind of certificate in there I'll have to go through. Advertisements. We don't promise you a rose garden. Pretty interesting. Then I got some shirts. USMC. This is a Nike USMC XL. Here's that Old Knee Tigers shirt. This is For Our Nation, For Us All, USMC Marines. This one I thought was pretty interesting. It's a Burger King shirt. I guess from the original Burger King. I actually may keep this one myself. From Illinois. What size is it? Large. This is new with tags. American made. USMC. Let's see. First one in, last one out. Brotherhood. More shirts here. This is another U.S. Marines button down. High Seas, made in the USA. Great graphics on there. Green USMC, made in America. And then this is a Ray Spooner. Ren Spooner. Chicago Cubs. Very cool shirt. Keeping up with the Marines. Some posters. There's that one, Join the Marines. Vietnam. And if you want to fight, join the Marines. And we got some, well, let's keep up with the Marine stuff. So here we got leather neck wipes. Thought that was pretty cool. That's not the price. I think that's the original price. This is a paperweight. This is another paperweight. It's Waterford. It's an American flag with the Marine emblem. I thought that was pretty cool. And another glass Marine paperweight. Striking 9th Marines paperweight. I think that's metal. It's old Cincinnati Reds patch. Then we got some Boy Scout stuff. So we got the canteen. We got the Boy Scout Camillus knife. We got these little scout. I'm not exactly sure what these are, but there's a bunch of them. Cub Scouts, cards, activity badges, I guess. And then this little guy here. Cub Scout spoon, or Boy Scout spoon. And then there's some scarves, and then the sash with all the patches. Excuse me. So we'll see what that goes for. And then there's another, this one's in rough shape, but it says Jamboree Valley Forge 1950. And then this is a high school or school diploma, but it has a vintage Boy Scout photo in there. Pretty cool. I believe there's more Boy Scout photos in the scrapbook. And then you have these Boy Scout, Cub Scout photos. Thought they were pretty cool. Very nicely taken. So, a lot of cool photos here. These two guys. Very nice. And then we've got this Easton ceramic bat. This one had a price tag of $2. Look this up real quick. That's probably about a $30 bat. And then there were some perfumes in the bathroom, so couldn't pass these up. So first of all, Neutrogena hand cream, Norwegian formula. I don't know if there's a date on those. But this is Dolce & Gabbana. This is Lauder Intuition for Men. That's a aftershave balm, I think. Allure by Chanel. And then this one I couldn't make out while I was there. I just picked it up. Let's see if I can. I have no idea. I'll have to do some research on that. That one's pretty full. So yeah, great pickups. Gonna be busy listing a lot of this stuff. Let me know what you think. Leave me some comments. Like, subscribe. Check out my eBay store. Stuff seller out. Have a great day.